Doctor's top picks to drop blood sugar fast. You've just left the doctor's office and those words are probably still ringing in your ears. Your blood sugar is too high. Maybe it was a prediabetes diagnosis or even type 2 diabetes. And right now it all just feels like a lot. Your mind is likely racing with thoughts of finger pricks, strict diets, and a whole new life full of things you can't do. The road ahead seems confusing, restrictive, and frankly, a little scary. It doesn't help that you're getting advice from every corner. One person swears you have to cut out all fruit, while another tells you to live on boiled chicken and broccoli. So much of the advice out there is complicated, it conflicts, and it's all about restriction and denial. It's enough to make you want to throw in the towel before you've even started. But what if I told you it doesn't have to be that way? What if you could start taking back control of your health, not by taking things away, but by adding things in? What if you could start nudging your blood sugar in the right direction? Today, with a few simple, powerful, and natural changes. As a doctor, I've walked this path with so many of my patients. I've seen what really moves the needle and what just adds stress. In this video, I'm going to cut through the noise and share my top 6 evidence-based foods and habits that can make the biggest impact on your blood sugar. These are the first steps I recommend to get my patients started on the right foot. And of course, if you're on medication, always talk to your own doctor before making any big changes. This advice is meant to support, not replace their care. So, take a deep breath. Let's make this simple. We're starting right now with number 1. Now for number 1, the fiber first principle. The first and maybe the most important change you can make is what I call the fiber first principle. Before you even think about cutting things out, I want you to focus on packing your meals with fiber. Fiber is a type of carbohydrate your body can't digest, and that makes it your secret weapon for blood sugar control. What does this look like in the real world? It means starting your meal with vegetables, especially the non-starchy kinds. Think of a crisp salad, a side of sautéed green beans, or some roasted broccoli before you dig into your main course. Here's why it's so powerful. Soluble fiber, found in foods like beans, oats, apples, and carrots, dissolves in water and forms a gel in your stomach. Picture this gel as a sponge. As the rest of your meal digests, this fiber gel sponge slows everything down, including how fast sugar gets into your bloodstream. So instead of a sharp, damaging spike in blood sugar, you get a much slower, gentler rise. It gives your body a chance to keep up without getting overwhelmed. Then you have insoluble fiber, found in whole grains and veggies like cauliflower. It adds bulk and helps with digestion and gut health, which we now know is deeply connected to your metabolic health. Studies have consistently shown that a higher fiber intake is linked to better glycemic control and can lower the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. By simply adding a salad before your pasta, you're creating a buffer. It's not about restriction, it's about strategic addition. Start with fiber. Always. Hanch 2, the power of a tablespoon of vinegar. My second pick might surprise you because you've probably got it in your kitchen pantry right now. Apple cider vinegar. This isn't just an old folk remedy. There's some interesting science to back it up. Here's what to do. Dilute 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar in a glass of water and drink it before your largest meal of the day. And please always dilute it. Drinking it straight can damage your tooth enamel and your throat. The key player in vinegar seems to be something called acetic acid. Research suggests acetic acid may help lower blood sugar in a couple of ways. First, it seems to help with insulin sensitivity. Think of your cells as having locked doors, and insulin is the key. With insulin resistance, those locks get rusty. Acetic acid appears to help clean off some of that rust, making it easier for your muscle cells to use insulin to pull glucose out of the blood. Second, some studies suggest vinegar can slow down how quickly your stomach empties, which, like fiber, helps prevent a rapid sugar rush after eating. A 2021 review of several studies found that apple cider vinegar could lead to a modest reduction in fasting blood glucose in people with type 2 diabetes. Now, the results can vary from person to person, so think of it as a helpful tool in your toolbox, not a magic bullet. 3. Embrace the nut and seed strategy. Number 3 on my list is to strategically bring a handful of nuts and seeds into your daily routine. I'm talking about almonds, walnuts, pecans, chia seeds, and flax seeds. These aren't just snacks, they're nutritional powerhouses for managing blood sugar. The plan is simple. Grab a small handful, about 1 ounce, for a mid-afternoon snack, or sprinkle them over your yogurt or oatmeal. So why do they work so well? It comes down to their unique combination of healthy fats, protein, and fiber. That trifecta is incredibly good at keeping blood sugar stable. The fat and fiber in nuts slow down how quickly food leaves your stomach. This means any carbs you eat with them are broken down and absorbed much more slowly, leading to a flatter glucose curve. Think of it this way, eating a piece of fruit is healthy, but eating that same fruit with a handful of almonds is even better for your blood sugar. The almonds act as a brake, preventing the fruit's natural sugars from hitting your bloodstream all at once. On top of that, many of us don't get enough magnesium, and this mineral is crucial for insulin to work correctly. Nuts like almonds and walnuts are a great source. So you're not just controlling the speed of sugar absorption, you're also giving your body raw materials it needs to manage sugar well. Research has shown that regular nut consumption can improve glycemic control. We're halfway through, and you already have 3 powerful strategies you can start using today. I know that changing your grocery list can feel like a huge hurdle. To make it easier, I've put together a free guide called the Doctor's Blood Sugar Balancing Grocery List. It has my top picks for every aisle of the store. If you want that sent to you for free, just take a second to click the subscribe button and then type the word grocery list in the comments below, and we'll get that right over to you. It's my gift to you for taking this amazing step for your health. Now, let's get to our 4th game-changing habit. Our 4, the 10-minute post-meal walk. My 4th recommendation isn't something you eat, but something you do. It's the 10-minute post-meal walk. This is, hands down, one of the most powerful and immediate things you can do to lower your blood sugar after a meal. The instructions are as simple as they sound. After you finish eating, especially after your biggest meal, get up and go for a brisk 10 to 15 minute walk. It doesn't have to be a sweaty, high-intensity workout. A simple walk around the block is perfect. Here's the science. When you eat carbs, they break down into glucose and enter your bloodstream. The goal is to get that glucose out of your blood and into your cells for energy. And what do your muscles use for energy when they're moving? Glucose. When you contract your muscles during a walk, your cells can pull glucose from the blood for fuel, even without a lot of insulin. It's like you're opening a back door for the glucose to get into your muscles. This immediate use of sugar prevents it from hanging around in your blood, which helps blunt the post-meal spike. This effect is powerful and it works right away. Plus, this boost in insulin sensitivity can last for many hours, sometimes even up to a day after your walk. So don't just head for the couch after dinner. Put on your shoes and get outside and actively use the fuel you just consumed. Hampshire 5, load up on leafy greens. Number 5 is simple, delicious, and incredibly effective. Load up your plate with dark leafy greens. I'm talking about spinach, kale, collard greens, and Swiss chard. My advice is to make these greens a staple of your meals. Add a huge handful of spinach to your morning smoothie, make a big kale salad for lunch, or saute some collard greens with garlic for dinner. Here's why this is a non-negotiable. First, leafy greens have almost no carbs or calories, so they barely move the needle on your blood sugar. You can eat a lot of them without a worry. Second, they're packed with fiber, tying right back to our first principle of slowing sugar absorption. But there's more. Leafy greens are rich in vitamins, minerals, and compounds that are protective. They're excellent sources of magnesium, that insulin helper we talked about with nuts. They also contain compounds that can help reduce inflammation, a key driver of insulin resistance. In fact, the American Diabetes Association has great advice here. Try to fill half your plate with non-starchy vegetables, just like these. They're nutrient-dense, blood sugar friendly, and should be a foundation of your diet starting today. 6, a sprinkle of cinnamon. My final pick for today is another common spice with some surprising benefits: cinnamon. Adding about a teaspoon of cinnamon to your diet per day may have a positive impact on your glucose levels. You can sprinkle it into your coffee, on top of oatmeal, into a smoothie, or even in savory dishes like chili or stews. The reason cinnamon is getting so much attention is that it contains compounds that seem to help insulin do its job more efficiently. Some research suggests that these compounds can slow the breakdown of carbohydrates in your gut and help your cells take in glucose more easily. Now, the science here is still evolving, and not every study shows the same effect. However, several reviews have found that for many people, daily cinnamon is linked to a modest but meaningful reduction in fasting blood sugar. For something so simple, inexpensive, and delicious, the potential benefit makes it a worthwhile addition to your routine. So there you have it. My top 6 doctor-approved, science-backed strategies to start lowering your blood sugar. Let's do a quick recap. 1. Embrace the fiber first principle. Start your meals with veggies to slow down sugar absorption. 2. Use apple cider vinegar. Try 1 diluted tablespoon before your main meal to support insulin sensitivity. 3. Adopt the nut and seed strategy. A daily handful helps stabilize blood sugar with its fat, protein, and fiber. 4. Take a 10-minute post-meal walk. Use the sugar you just ate as immediate fuel. 5. Load up on leafy greens. Fill your plate with these nutrient-dense, low-carb powerhouses. 6. Add a sprinkle of cinnamon. A teaspoon a day may help your body handle glucose better. I know a new diagnosis can feel heavy, but I want you to look at this list and see that you are not powerless. You have an incredible amount of control over your health, and it doesn't have to be about misery and restriction. It's about making smart, powerful additions to your life. These aren't just tips, they are the first steps on a new path, a path toward a healthier, more vibrant you. Start with one. Just pick one of these things and try it today. Then, when you're ready, add another. Remember to partner with your own doctor on this journey. You can do this. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might benefit. And don't forget to subscribe and comment list below for that free grocery guide. I'll see you in the next video where we'll talk about 3 so-called health foods that could be secretly spiking your blood sugar.